Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Wildflower Mama Witch. If you are new here, welcome. I have gotten quite a few new subscribers since my last video, or if this is your first video that you're seeing, again, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. Today's reading is going to be a end of 2022 vibe check. It's going to be just checking in to kind of see where you're at right now, what's going on, and what things you need to let go of and leave in 2022. So this reading is going to be real deep and real honest, so get ready for that. We have no F's to give at the end of this year. It's been a long one, a good one, but also a long one. I'm sure many of you feel the same way. So if you know how pick a cards work and you want to go ahead and skip to the reading, please feel free to do so. I've got 3 piles, piles 1, 2, and 3. You can choose based off of the crystal. I've got serpentine, I've got a jade dragon, and I've got a malachite. And before we get into that, I do have an intention candle for all of us today. And black candles typically are used for removing blockages, removing negative energy, blocking negative energy, for protection, different things like that. So the intention that I am going to be putting into this candle is just release, a release of whatever it is that myself and all of you are needing to release as we approach the end of the year. Please feel free, if you have a specific person or situation or thing in your life that you know before we even get into this reading, or if you kind of have an idea, feel free to think about whatever you would like as I light the candle. I am going to take a few deep breaths, and I invite you to take those deep breaths with me, and then I will be lighting the candle, and I will let it burn during the reading, and if it's still going, I will keep an eye on it after the reading is over to make sure that those vibes get out to you. All right, I'm going to take a deep breath in. Alrighty, that last deep breath out was a long one. Excuse my candle holder, working with what I've got right now. So I'm gonna put it right over here so we can kind of keep an eye on it. Actually, I think I might move it over here. And I know that you guys won't be able to see it, but I will let you know if it starts doing anything crazy. Alrighty, so now you can go ahead and choose piles number 1, 2, or 3. You can choose more than one, of course. You can choose all 3, whatever you feel called to today. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. I also forgot to mention that I have my charms for charm casting, so please feel free to stick around for the end of the readings for that. Alright, if you chose pile number 1 and the serpentine crystal, then this is your reading for what you need to let go of coming into 2023, wrapping up 2022. Vibe check, let's get it. I'm going to be shuffling on camera, so if that's not something you want to watch, so feel free to fast forward just a bit. What is pile number 1? Need to let go of. The devil. Ooh. Okay, okay. Right off the bat. Let me just, yeah, okay. Why did I have a feeling that that was coming? Why did I have a feeling? Okay. What do we need to let go of in 2022 as we approach 2023? Anything else? Any other things that I should know for a little bit of what is pile number 2? I'm gonna move the candle because it's kind of making a little bit of a glare on the cards. But I don't know if I said this when I put them down, but Ace of Grails and Ace of Scepters. And then we also have the 7 of Grails, the 6 of Knives, and the World. Okay. And then today I also have, this is Vampire Tarot, and I also have my Kaleidodope Swatches of Chakra deck. And so I wanted to pull for you just kind of what chakra, what area of your life or your like chakra system is in need of a serious vibe check, okay? Creativity. All right, anything else that pile 1 needs to know about what could be blocked at the end of 2022? Nope. Oh. We have a few jumping out. I was only planning on getting like 1 or 2, but these ones like literally just decided they wanted to fly out. So divine consciousness, that would be this would be your crown chakra, divine consciousness. And then that the creativity, that would be for your sacral chakra. And then also sacral chakra is emotions. And your solar plexus chakra, self-esteem. Okay. So right away, I'm feeling like the candle over there is getting a little bit wobbly, but I'm feeling like there's definitely something with the Devil card that is kind of blocking you, like something that you might be doing or using or watching or listening to or participating in. That could be a number of things for a number of different people. But something is really blocking you from your creativity, from a lot right now. Like it's making you, I'm seeing that it's keeping you from the world. It's keeping you from expressing yourself and just like throwing your head back and in pure like ecstasy of life, like of seeing the beauty around you and the cycles around you. And I feel like you are just really meant to be very expressive and very like confident and connected, but it's all a little blocked right now. Like I feel like whatever this thing is, it couldn't be more clear with what we're asking today, that I think that I know that you know what this is. It needs to go. It needs to be done with in 2022. You need to leave it in this year, and you just need to get rid of it. Like, it's whatever it is for you, whether it's drinking too much, using substances of some sort too much, whether it's a person, like, I don't know, I'm definitely thinking for some of you it's a person, because these like winged creatures that appear to be possibly angels maybe are like attached to this creature. They don't want to let go. They don't want to leave, but they need to, because homie's dangerous up in here. You know, like they're about to get hurt in this situation. So whether that's a person for you, or like I said, a situation, a living situation for some of you, whatever it is, like it's really blocking your ability with divine consciousness to like be present and like connected with other people, with the world, with yourself. Like it's keeping you from being this way, but you want to be this way. That's what I'm hearing, is like you want to see all these possibilities. You want to dance, you want to be free, you want your cup to be full. You want to be creative, you want to express your emotions. Underneath you are, and you want to be this like confident person, like with the Ace of Scepters in this deck, but the Ace of Wands, again, that's like creativity and passion, and I just feel like in order to get to that place, you have to move on from whatever it is that's like so clearly blocking all of that out. Like something is keeping you, something or someone is keeping you from connecting. It's just, yeah, like it's so clear. That's really, really clear. And for some of you, I definitely feel like it's a person. Like, I don't know, this guy's just looking at me funny right now, and he's got blood dripping down his knife. And I just feel like it doesn't have to be a he. The person doesn't have to be a he. The person could be a she, he, they, them. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily even be a romantic partnership or person. It could be a friend. The person could be a family member, or the situation. But I feel like this is also representing like that. Like, I don't know, it's only going to continue to hurt you. Like, it couldn't be more clear that this person or this situation or this thing is like holding a bloody knife in front of you. Like, I am going to hurt you. I am going to stifle your creativity. I'm going to make you feel ways that you don't want to feel and keep you from expressing those emotions. I'm going to make you not feel confident. I'm going to make you feel insecure, and I'm going to keep you from connecting to yourself and the world around you. Like, whew. I feel like a tightness in my stomach, and you got the sacral chakra being blocked with your self-esteem. So like, that makes sense. But I literally feel like almost like I have a knife in my gut. Like, I feel like almost out of breath. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. Whew. Yeah, this is really a really big one. And this is your sign right here and right now that this has got to go. There's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way around it, my friend. my friends, this person, it's a person for a lot of you. It really is a person. But like I said, I also am feeling like this could be some sort of substance, or it could be alcohol, whatever. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to be the one that's like, oh, this is bad, that's bad, whatever. I'm just speaking what I'm hearing right now. And for some of you in particular, you know who I'm talking to, something that you're doing too much of it. And I think you've known it for a while, because I think that you know that you are desiring for more. And I will be doing a reading over the next week or so on 2023 predictions, like a more specific one of like just, you know, more like positive and like what's coming in 2022, like blessings and gifts and all those good things. But I already am seeing a little bit for you of like, you're desiring more. And what I'm hearing right now is that more is there. It's not even like, oh, it's right around the corner or it's coming up in 2023. Like, it's already there. But you're being distracted by the devil, whatever that means for you. You're being distracted. You're allowing yourself to give in to the now, but not in a good way, like the instant gratification. You know, for some of you, it even, I'm hearing, could be like social media. Like some of you need a serious break. You need to delete some apps, at least like till the end of the year, and then see how you do and think about it and your usage moving forward in 2023. But you just have like, there's so much blocked, but I'm hearing that like it's only blocked because of this. Like, it's there. It's not like you don't have every ability to be creative and to express yourself and be confident and connected. You have all of that potential, but it's just blocked by this. Like, I'm just this like, like, oh my gosh. Okay, I have one or two more cards that I'm going to pull from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards, just to get any further messages here. Okay, jumped right out. New Moon in Gemini, think it through. I see, like, I always, whenever I pull this card, it reminds me of like a brain right here. Also, kind of looks like a weird little creature with its ears. I don't know. Anyway, but think it through. I definitely think that there's some things to think through here. Let me see what the book says, if it has any further messages that may be helpful for you, pile number one. Okay, sorry. So it says, knowledge is powerful and I am powerful. You are powerful. Like I said, you have all the ability within you. Let's see. Okay, something. Yeah, so okay. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts. Think it through. And then it also says a little bit later, this card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset you've had, or a relationship that feels blocked. So I think that it's a good, like, you need to think it through whether this hurt is worth it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, to me, it doesn't seem like it. And the flame just got big over there. When I just said that, the flame is like lit. Like, it's really tall right now. It's like, yes. I don't think that this relationship or this situation is worth it. And I think that you need to think, I think I know. I'm too much sometimes. You need to think it through. Like, don't just take my word for it. I think you've already been thinking about this. I can't believe how many times I'm saying think right now. But sit with yourself and really think about this situation, person, thing, or habit. Like, what good do you get from it? What are the bad things that you get from it? Really, like, sit there and think it through. Think about what your life is going to look like if you continue to meet with the devil. And I don't mean that to, like, I don't believe in, like, the devil like that. So this is just, it's just, you know, symbolic of things in excess, things that are too much. And for you, things that are, I think, toxic for you right now. Doesn't mean that for everybody this thing or this person is toxic, but for you right now, no good. It's no good. It's blocking you. So you need to think it through. And maybe what you need to think through too is an exit strategy. As we approach the end of the year, what is your exit strategy? Maybe you need to come up with a way to be able to move out for some of you, or a way to break up with somebody, a way to let a family member know that you no longer want them in your life. Maybe you need to think about seeking professional help if you are struggling with mental health or addiction. Been there, girl, guy, what have you. I've been there, so trust me. Whew, again, I just feel like this heaviness in my stomach right now. I feel for you, pile number one. I know that you want to connect. I know that you want to be creative. It's underneath. It's right underneath the surface. There's just like this cloud over you that needs to be lifted. Okay? I'm going to ask the pendulum if you have a yes or no question. Now would be the time to think about that. Pile number one's question, yes, no, maybe. The answer is yes. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm also going to pull some charms to just get any last messages that might connect with the cards. Okay. So you got the desert rose, which is really beautiful to see with the self-esteem. You know, since it's blocked, maybe you need to get some desert rose, because for me, it is really good for self-confidence. And I feel like it's going to help you with your self-esteem and with stepping back into this like energy of like you are the world, your cup is overflowing. You got the number 4. Number 4, I feel like your guides, your ancestors are here supporting you. This journey that you're on, it's not an easy one. And I'm sure that it probably won't be wrapped up neatly in a bow before the end of 2022. Even if you make that initial step to cut this thing out, it's still going to take some time and some work. So your ancestors, your spirit guides want you to know that they're here for you every step of the way on this journey. It is not an easy road, but they are right behind you as you walk the path to healing, to connecting, to expressing, to creating. You also got the Gemini charm, which is really interesting because you got the new moon in Gemini. You could be a Gemini or have major Gemini placements. Maybe the person. I don't like to hate on Geminis, but you know, sometimes they do embody that energy. No hate if that's you though. I'm a Gemini rising, so I say that with love. It's just a joke, okay? You also got this little kitty on the moon. And so I feel like with the moon, it's wanting things to have a light shown on them. There's things that need to be uncovered to others. I think you've been keeping this a secret from the people around you, the people that love you. And it's time to open up to them and share with them. And really, like, even with yourself, admit to yourself, think this through and maybe think it through with others, but also make sure you take time to think it through with yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the most important person in this situation. You got these ballet slippers. And so I feel like maybe, like, again, I think I said earlier, you love to dance. I think you really love to dance. Or at least, like, move your body. Like, I'm just, like, feeling like I want to start dancing right now. Like, you leave behind this idea that, like, you have to be the best dancer, like a ballerina to dance. Like, anybody can dance and be a dancer. Just dance. Do it. Move your body. Moving your body and dancing is a really, really good way to release stagnant energy and to cleanse yourself and your space. So once you are working towards getting rid of whatever this is out of your life, I definitely would recommend some spiritual, ritual dancing or just some fun dancing. And it doesn't have to be like some, like, you know, Celtic fairy music or some, like, energy healing frequency. It can literally be like some booty shaking music. I love to do that on a full moon. I just throw my AirPods in and I just dance all around my house naked. I invite you to try it sometime. It's a blast and it's really healing. So leave in the past this idea of, like, that you can't do it. Like, you could literally just be in your room vibing. All right. So pile number 1, this was pretty heavy. I think you've got a lot of thinking to do again. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot too. The dragon. So after all of this, like, I know it's a dragon and not a phoenix, but I just always think, like, you are going to rise above this situation. You're going to be flying in no time, but you have to let go of the version of you that's a dragon being kept in the dragon pit, the dragon that's tied up, the dragon that's not allowed to fly and breathe fire and just soar through the sky. Okay? Your ancestors, your guides are here for you. They support you. They want you to get out of this situation or to let go of this thing or this person. Think it through, please. Today was your sign that the vibes are off, and rightfully so. And you know why. So let's get the vibes right and let's get yourself back. Thank you so much, pile number 1, for letting me read for you. I would love to hear your feedback, whether it resonated or not. And I hope to read for you again soon. Again, over the next week or so, I will be posting some more 2023 predictions regarding love, career, just in general. So please subscribe if you would like to be notified when those new videos come out. Thank you. Alrighty, pile number 2. If you chose this little dragon guy, this is your reading. This is going to be, again, things that you need to leave in 2022, and just kind of a vibe check as we approach the end of the year and as we head into 2023. Okay. The Lovers. These cards just like fell right out. The Hierophant. Judgment. Anything else? The pile number 2. Just a quick vibe. Whoa! Quick vibe check. Okay. The 8 of Scepters. And we have Strength. Okay. And then I also have, so this is the Vampire Tarot. I also have for you the Kaleidodope Swatches of Chakra deck. And what I'm going to do is ask for just some kind of, oh, this one wanted to come out, intuition. It's just kind of where you're blocked right now as we approach the end of the year. Like, where are you blocked? Pile number 2, what chakra could use some attention at the end of this year? Is there anything else? Okay, I just shuffled a bunch and nothing wants to come out. So my intuition is telling me that intuition is your biggest block right now, and that would be your third eye chakra. So the vibe right now, it feels like right away what I'm hearing is that you're not trusting your intuition because you're worried about the way that others are going to perceive you when you choose something. You're not trusting yourself. You're trusting your inner critic, and maybe even actual critics. Maybe, I feel like for some of you, you may be in a relationship or in some sort of, you might be talking to someone, or you could be in a relationship with somebody who is maybe not who you would normally be with, or like they're not somebody who maybe your family would typically approve of, or maybe they don't approve of them. But I just feel like this year, you've been really attached to the way that other people are going to perceive you. You've been really attached to what other people are going to say about you, or even what they have said about you. Because for some of you, I feel like maybe you're like hiding a relationship from somebody, or, okay, this is kind of crazy, but what just popped into my mind was, I think some of you are scared to come out. I think that you're even scared to come out to yourself. And trust me, I get that. I am a proud bisexual woman, but it was only recently that I actually started talking about it with anybody. Like my family, only a couple of close friends have known for a little while now. Not to make this about me at all, but I just wanted to share. It's hard, like, but I knew for a very long time, like my intuition, my body, my everything, I've been knowing for a long time that I liked boys and girls. And I think that for some of you, you're going through something similar right now, but you're feeling like you're going to be judged. You're feeling like you're going to be put up on the cross. Maybe you have some family that's really religious and you don't think that they're going to accept this. Maybe it's not just coming out. Maybe you're in or wanting to start a relationship with somebody who is the same gender as you, or maybe somebody who is not just your typical male or female, like a cisgendered person. I'm picking up on a lot of things. And if this doesn't resonate with you, then this is probably not the pile for you. And if it's nothing about, being gay or bi or pan or whatever, if it's not something about that, then I just feel like the person that you're wanting to be with or that you are with is just not somebody who your family or your friends or like the people around you would want you to be with. But it's like maybe they have a lot of tattoos. Like, I don't know, this girl has like blonde hair. She just seems very like pure and like, I don't know, clean, and she's just being like bit by this. Like, she likes it, don't get me wrong, but like he has dark hair, and I just feel like with the moth here, like he probably has tattoos. And again, I'm not trying to gender anybody's specific situation, but I'm just like looking at what the card is presenting. It's a little hard for me to navigate how to use the proper words for all of these things. But anyway, maybe like they have a lot of tattoos. Maybe they ride a motorcycle. Maybe they're in a band. Maybe they aren't like a Christian, a good, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, they're just not who the people around you would want or expect. But what I'm really hearing is that it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. You do not have to subscribe to this idea that society or your family has for you. You do not have to be in a straight relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship with the proper boy next door, like, or, girl next door or person next door. Like, your intuition is telling you to go for it, to like come out. Like, oh my gosh, both of these cards, like, there's so much going on right now in my mind. You're feeling this need to like protect yourself from all of this judgment. But what the cards are saying is like, leave that ish in the past, because you need to come out strong. You need to like reveal yourself and show people that you are who you are. Like, leap into it. Like, it feels like a lot. Like the Eight of Scepters, that's the Eight of Wands. It always feels like this like explosion, like this burst of like energy or something. Like, I feel like it's definitely going to be a bit chaotic when you take this leap of like, this is who I am, mom. This is who I am, dad, family, friends. Like, this is me. I'm thinking of, this is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gotta let the light shine on me. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, Camp Rock, Demi Lovato, who? I'm not a singer, so that just like came out. But seriously, like, this is the real you, and I'm gonna cry because you've been keeping it in for so long. Like, you don't have to be who other people want you to be. You don't have to date who other people want you to date. Be yourself. Just take that leap and don't look back. Go for it. Like, come out of the closet for some of you. And I know that's really hard. Trust me, I know that's really hard. Don't be afraid to show this person off if you have the person already. Or if you're wanting to like pursue something and you're scared because of this judgment. You're scared because you're not sure what to expect, and you haven't even admitted something to yourself yet about what you like. But it's time to leave this fear of judgment from yourself and from others in 2022. No more of that going into 2023. You're following your intuition, okay? And I said this in pile number 1, but over the next week or so, I'm going to be doing more predictions specifically regarding like career, love, in general for 2023. So if you want to see more of that, make sure that you subscribe so you can be notified when those videos come out, so we can get into this lover situation. But seriously, the vibe right now is that you know what's going on within you. You know who you are. I literally just want to cry, but like, because I know where you're coming from, but I also see where you're going. And I see that once you just let go and you take that leap, you're just gonna blossom like a flower. Like, you are so strong. You've been carrying this for so long. You've been hiding for so long and just trying to please everybody around you, but it's your time to shine. It's your time to do what makes you so happy and fulfilled and satisfied, okay? No more of being this person who's just like, yes, I'll do what I'm supposed to do because that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, let yourself be taken care of in the way that you want to be, if you know what I mean. And don't be afraid, like I said, to show this person off. Go for it. Dang, oh my goodness. The flame is high. The flame is lit. It is burning strong over there in the corner. Because you are strong. You are the flame. No more hiding. If someone wants to come at you, come at them back. Be like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. Love me or don't. But I love myself. And I will never go back to feeling scared. I will never go back to bowing down to other people's expectations of me. Never again. I love myself. I'm proud of myself. I am who I am. Okay? I need to snap for that one. All right. Last card or two before I pull the charms, and I will also be asking the pendulum for a yes, no, or maybe. So start to think about a question that you might have in your mind about something going on here at the end of 2022. But I have this is, I don't know if I think I've already mentioned, Vampire Tarot Kaleidodope Swatches of Chakra deck. And then I have the Moonology Oracle Manifestation cards. Let's see what else. Pile number 2, like, I just want to say again, like, you rock, okay? Who you are, who you really are, the person that you've been hiding from everybody. You are amazing, okay? And if other people don't love you for the you that you really are when you finally show them, then they don't deserve you in their life. And you need to leave them in 2022 as well. Okay? You got first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. After I was just hyping you up. They're like, be humble though. And new moon in Libra, know you are loved. So that's beautiful. I think, for some of you, I think know you're loved by this person. If it's a person, if there is a person already in your life, know you are loved by them if they haven't told you that yet, or even if they have and you sometimes doubt it. But also know you're loved by for sure your guides, for sure your ancestors, and all those who wish you your highest good in the other realm. But I'm also hearing that know you're loved by your family and your friends. Maybe there are some people in your life who really will judge, who really will not be okay with who you are or who you're dating or whatever the case is. There may be some people who are not okay with this new you, if you will. But there are plenty of people in your life who love you for you. They could already even know, and you don't even know that they know, but they know. And when you tell them or introduce them to this person or whatever, they're going to be like, I already knew and I love you and I'll never stop loving you. And that's such a beautiful thing. Like when it was time, like for me in my personal situation, I never really thought that like I was going to be shunned or anything. I was just scared of what other people would say, or like if they would make jokes or not believe me, or like, I don't know. But I knew that they loved me. And it was so beautiful. The moments that I had, like specifically, I'm thinking of a couple of friends that I like I said, they already knew, but when I told them, they immediately were just like, I love you, I'm so proud of you, thank you for telling me, like, this is a safe space for you, and like, I just love you, and that's all that matters. And so I feel like that's what's going to happen from the people who matter. And again, if somebody can't get with the program, they can get out your life. All right. And I'm going to read from the book for first quarter moon in Leo, Be Humble, because I want to know more about what that's about. I feel like that just makes me laugh for some reason. Like I was literally hyping you up and it's like, be humble. Ooh, okay. So first thing it says is, tension is in the air. You know that you can achieve your goals, which is half the battle, but this card suggests you need to be less show and more substance as you move slowly towards your goals. Okay. Okay, this card holds a lot of power. You just need to challenge the heated energies in a wise way. Identify and clear any blocks. Step up to receive all the goodies that life has to offer you. You have to want it. So I feel like, yeah, like you need to release the blocks. You need to like tell the people, like there's a lot. If you need to come out with whatever it is that you're hiding because you don't want to be judged, whether that's your relationship, your sexual preferences, your, you know, whatever that is for you. You need to share it. Or at least, like, you don't have to, like, be like, hey, everybody, look at this. But, like, you need to not be hiding it so intensely and be so scared of what other people are going to think. Because, okay, what I'm hearing right now is nobody cares. And not like nobody cares about you, as I just said, know you are loved. But I think that you're thinking too much about what other people are thinking, that you're not realizing that, like, the world keeps on spinning, you know? Like, it's not as, like, your love life, your sexual preferences, your gender identity, like, it's a really, really big deal to you. But I feel like almost like when you tell people, like I said, they're going to be like, I already knew that. And I love you anyway. So be humble as you come out, as you express yourself or who you are or who your partner is, because you're gonna be humbled by somebody being like, okay, and again, like, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. I think I've made that clear with like my own experiences. I'm not trying to downplay the magnitude of how this feels for the person going through it, but I just am preparing you to be humbled by somebody who's gonna be like, again, so what? And like, I already knew this or whatever. Like, it's not, for some of the people that you're going to tell or share this with, it's just really not going to be as like, what? You are what? You're dating who? Like, I think that you're expecting or that you want it to be. Okay, last but not least, to wrap up, I am going to ask the pendulum for a yes or no. So have your question in mind. Yes, no, or maybe for pile number 2. That is a no. Very clear no. Sorry if I'm blocking it, but that was a really clear no. So again, with the pendulum, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's just a fun thing. And then I also have some charms. We'll see if there's any extra messages or connections to the cards. What does pile number 2 need to let go of as we end 2022? What's the vibe? Okay. All right, you got quite a feel here. Got the witch flying. It just makes me think, like, I don't know. My first thought was like, you think your family is gonna be like casting you off as like this witch, this evil person for whatever it is that you're wanting to do or be, or person you want to be with or whatever. But you need to just like get on your broom and fly, because you are that witch, like, in a good way, in the best way. Like, you are meant to just be this free flying, beautiful, magical person, and you can't do that because you're so worried about what other people think about you. Okay? And you got the clip, which always makes me think, like, hang it up. Like, leave it in the past. And this is perfect with this reading, because it's what we're letting go of, what we need to let go of, and just kind of the vibe right now. Like, you need to hang up and put away all of these ideas that, like, you can't be who you want to be, and that you're going to be judged, and you're going to be the outcast. And to some people, maybe you will be. But again, there are so many people who that's just not the case. And another just like with the bat, like, I'm just hearing, like, you're just meant to soar. You're meant to fly. And I feel like the person, if you are, like, if this is about a specific person that you're wanting to date, I feel like they're kind of spooky and they have tattoos. And again, we'll get more into that in a specific romance reading, but that's just coming up for some of you. They might have a bat tattoo or something along those lines. That was just a very specific message for somebody. You got the rocking horse. So I feel like with that one, I'm hearing, like, your inner child is really finally ready to, like, come out. Like, who you've always been, who you've always known you have been since you were a kid, is ready to, like, shine through. Or maybe, this is a very specific message too. I think somebody might be having a kid. Somebody may be pregnant, or their partner is pregnant, or you're going to have a baby, but it's in some sort of an unconventional way. Like, maybe your family wouldn't like it if you're not married, or you're having a kid with somebody who is not, you're not in, like, a heterosexual relationship and it's not typical, or something along those lines. That was very specific. You got the bone. And that's just like a representation of death. And the death symbolizes transformation. So I just really feel like you're transforming into this scared, defensive person into like this, I'm ready. Like whatever you've got to say, come and say it, because I'm done again with this giving in to what I'm supposed to be doing. And you got the bull charm, and with that you could have major Taurus placements. The person has major Taurus placements, but I feel like you just need to like, what I'm hearing is leave behind, like, it's interesting because this has horns almost very similarly to this. Like, you need to leave behind the stubbornness of or like this idea of the stubbornness of like your family or your friends who you're scared to tell, and you're scared that they're going to be stuck in their ways, because I don't feel like they're going to be. Like I said before, some people might be. Some people are not going to change their ways. But again, cut those people out. You don't need them. But release any expectations, because there are going to be some people who you're going to open up to, who you're expecting to be very stuck in their way, but they're not. They're going to just love you and accept you and appreciate you and acknowledge you. Okay? All right. So, pile number 2. I think this is going to conclude your reading on your 2022 end of the year vibe check, what you need to let go of as we end the year and approach the new one. As I said before, there will be some 2023 predictions coming up, so please subscribe if you want to make sure that you get notified about those. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today and for listening and supporting. I would love to hear feedback in the comments if this resonated with you, if it didn't. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Alrighty, pile number 3, last but not least, if you chose the malachite crystal, then this is your reading. This is your 2022 end of the year vibe check. This is things that you need to leave in 2022. Before I even start getting some cards out, it's interesting that you got the malachite crystal, or that you chose the malachite crystal, and the theme of the candle intention was kind of release and blocking negativity, releasing negativity, protection. There was just a fly in here that I just had to work really hard to get out. I didn't notice it at all during the last 2 readings, but right before yours, I noticed there was a fly buzzing around, and it was just really bothering me. And I feel like flies, it's kind of, I've heard once that they can sometimes mean that like somebody is like thinking about you, or like sending you, I don't want to say, like, it's not like it's like a curse or something, but they're just like thinking about you in a negative way. And so I feel like now you could have even been thinking about like this particular person, and when we did the candle. So I feel like now would be a good time to maybe pick up some malachite or look into some sort of protection spiritually, because I just feel like there's someone out there who's like just not good vibes. And we might get more into that for you, pile number 3. That might just be a specific message for like 1 or 2 of you. Maybe a lot of you feel that way right now, that like somebody's just like sending you bad vibes, and I feel like I'm just gonna like, they need to go. Bye. Like, they're getting released with the candle. I'm just gonna say that for you. but you might want to look into doing some of that work on your own. All right, let's get into the cards. Pile number 3, what is the vibe as we end 2022? What does pile number 2 need to let go of? 2 of Grails, which is the 2 of Cups. Else. Okay. 7 of Knives. Okay. The Prince of Scepters. The 7 of Skulls. So that would be Cups, Swords, Wands, Pentacles. You got 1 of each so far. Anything else for pile number 3 regarding what they need to let go of or leave behind in 2022? Okay. 3 of Skulls. So it'll be 3 of Pentacles. All right, so this is the Vampire Tarot. And then I also have for you a card or 2 from the Swatches of Chakra deck by Kaleidodope. And what I'm asking for here is just kind of like what chakra of yours is blocked and what could use some love and attention and clearing as we end 2022. As we approach the new year. Okay, we got Divine Consciousness. That would be the crown chakra. Anything else for pile number 3 that they need to pay special attention to or clear out as we end this year? Okay. Compassion, and that would be your heart chakra. Very interesting. You got the 2 of Cups, 2 of Grails. And so I feel like there is a really beautiful connection right now in your life. But I feel like maybe this person has hurt you in the past. With the 7 of Knives like this, I just feel like this, the 2 of Cups is a really like harmonious, beautiful match, pair, relationship. And especially like in this card specifically, it's like looks pretty romantic to me. If this isn't resonating, then this might not be your pile. Or maybe this hasn't quite happened yet, but there's like somebody who you're really wanting to have this with. But I feel like there's some sort of like hurt. And I feel like, I don't know, like I want to say like maybe there were other people involved. And maybe even on both ends. And so that's what I'm kind of feeling like for some of you. Maybe you need to have some compassion because maybe you aren't as innocent in this situation as you feel like you are. I don't know, like for some reason I'm just like seeing this couple over here and then like these 2 people over here. Maybe you cheated. Goodness gracious. Maybe you cheated on your partner or the person that you are like talking to. Maybe you have been getting a little busy with somebody else. maybe they have too. I don't know. This is like a very specific message for someone or some people that I feel like what you need to leave behind is the lies. I think that moving forward, this still can be a really beautiful thing, but I think that both of you are going to need to like stop playing the blame game, because I think you both have done some things that you're not proud of. This is getting a little deep. I think that with the Three of Pentacles, oftentimes when I see this card, I think of like working together and like building like community. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. But with this specific reading right now, I feel like you guys have been working a little bit too much with other people. Like, I think maybe what you're needing to leave behind is your fear of like committing to this person. I feel like you're scared of being alone. You're scared of being left alone. Or maybe you even were. Maybe this person did kind of leave you alone. I think that what the vibe is right now is that you do have this beautiful thing, but there's a lot of like other people involved. I think that also I'm hearing, oh gosh, I just really feel like one of you like cheated or did someone dirty. Like, because I just feel like this person, like, not that we don't love a, you know, strong, confident, sensual woman or person, but I just feel like this girl, like right now, like she kind of looks similar to the girl in the Two of Cups card, Two of Girls card, and I just feel like she's been weaving her web. She's been getting caught in some sticky lies. And I just feel like maybe there's been some manipulation happening. Maybe you need to have some compassion for yourself. Because I just feel like maybe you've already, if you haven't already like told the other person, like what you've been up to, what's been going on, I feel like, one, you need to, but I feel like you're worried about them, like, I don't know, maybe it's not so much even that you like cheated, I don't know, maybe it just feels like a weird situation, like it feels like a situationship. I just feel like there's a lot of things going on with a lot of different people, and I feel like, again, like you're worried about being left alone, because when you tell somebody like, oh, I've been talking to these people, or I've been up to this or that, like, I think that you just need to have some compassion for yourself and for the other person in this situation. And again, if this is not resonating, this is not the pile for you. I think this is like really specific to some people. I'm gonna pull some Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards because I kind of just want to get sort of a bigger picture. Okay. These cards just wanted to jump out. Oh my gosh, okay, I love it. I love it when this happens. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. Okay, like, do I need to explain further? I will, just in case you're not understanding loud and clear. The cards like are saying like you need to forgive yourself. And I think for some of you, you need to forgive the other person, because I feel like you guys are doing very similar things. You guys are up to the same sort of things. And I feel like sometimes you are hurt by what the other person does, or they're hurt by what you're doing. But I just feel like once you guys both forgive each other and have compassion for like where you guys were and where you're coming from, like, and obviously please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't think that you need to forgive this person, then don't. If they did something that is like really, really, truly unforgivable, or like, then don't forgive them right now if you're not ready to move past that. Like, obviously this is just, if you're picking up what I'm throwing down and you feel like you also have a part to play in this situation, then that is who I'm referring to. For people who feel like there is some forgiveness and compassion needed on both ends. Okay, and then you also got first quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your luck. And I feel like that is a really interesting card that I'm going to look in the book for just some more clarification on that. But with divine consciousness being something where you're blocked, and that's your crown chakra, I just feel like there's a lack of connection happening. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so crazy. See, I love when this happens, and I was just saying that like these two cards feel connected for me, and it says the crown chakra sits at the top of your head. It's known as the 1,000-petal lotus chakra, which as it opens reveals the mystery of the universe and your connection to all life everywhere. Tuning in to its beautiful violet color can help you to find direction and see the bigger picture. Visualize yourself in a column of pure violet light and hold this card to your crown as you call in the energies. Obviously, you guys don't have the card, but here, I'll hold it to your crown for you. There you go, baby. I'll hold it to the crown for you. Energies of the first quarter moon in Sagittarius, thank you for showing me that life is an adventure. Wow. Your challenge when this card comes up is to dream, but be prepared to put in the hard work required to make your dreams real. So I feel like for some of you, sorry, I just got interrupted for a moment, but I feel like for some of you, you're really wanting this like beautiful, peaceful, harmonious relationship or like situation with somebody to work out. But I feel like what you need to like remember is that it does take some work. It is a journey. Like, nobody is just always, no relationship is perfect. No relationship is like, you know, a fairy tale love story, or like, I'm thinking of right now, Jamie and Claire from Outlander. Like, their relationship at the peaks is so like, they just are in love, and there's so much passion, and like they're beautiful together and they love each other so much. But even that show, at times when I feel like, wow, this is really, I wish I had something like that, it does show that there are times where they are not getting along. There's times where they're going through it. There's a time where she goes back to the future, and spoiler alert, but she goes back to the future and she's with her husband from the future. And when Jamie's still in the past, he marries somebody else. And like, you know, like this journey with like this person, I feel like is not a linear like journey. Like, it's not just like a a stairway to like a beautiful, happy ending, and that's just it. Like there's some stuff. There's some stuff from your guys' past. There's some stuff that you need to work through and forgive each other for. There's some stuff, but like, do believe in good luck, in your good luck. Do believe in your relationships' good luck and your love. And I feel like this is meant to be like a really beautiful thing, but you do just have to remember, like I said, to like forgive and have compassion for the things that you can forgive and have compassion for. Like I said, if it's just beyond that, then just don't. But I just feel like you guys could both be really stubborn and unwilling to like rekindle or like step back into this beautiful place, because you both are just kind of being like unwilling to forgive, even though what you're unwilling to forgive or have compassion for is like the same. Like the other person is also having a hard time having compassion and forgiving for the same or similar thing, if that makes sense. I feel like this pile was like all over the place. And I'm just looking over at the Malachite, and before I got into the reading, I was talking about like the fly, and I was talking about protection and like negative bad vibes or whatever. So maybe somebody from one of your guys' past is like coming back up or causing some sort of issue. And I feel like it's time to kind of like either talk about it and like work on moving forward, or just you need to just not. Like you just need to let it go. Let everything with this person go. But I do think that it can be really beautiful, but you have to be willing to have compassion, forgive, and then also let the other person have compassion and forgive you as well. So if you have a question in mind, now would be the time to ask it. I have my pendulum at the ready for pile number 3. Yes, no, or maybe. So that is a yes. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, and now I'm going to pull some charms to see if there's any further messages or symbolism to add or to connect with the cards. Okay. How fun. So you got this little marble, which always makes me think of play. And normally I would say like this means you need more play in your life, but again, I think I said something along the lines of like, I think you need to play a little less with others, and I think you need to play with this person, like with the person who you really want to have this beautiful relationship with. Like I feel like you're, or even if, I don't know, like just stop playing games is what I'm hearing. Like leave the games in the past. Stop. Both of you, I feel like, are just like playing games. You're trying to make the other one jealous or something, but just stop playing games. All right? You got the letters D, P, and K. So those could be some sort of mixture of initials for somebody in this situation, or for you, could have some sort of significance to you. You got the phone. And so I feel like maybe what I'm hearing is you need to like pick up the phone and call this person and apologize, or pick up the phone and allow them to apologize to you. You got the mask. And I feel like with the mask, like with you having your heart chakra blocked right now, I feel like you are really being called to like open up. I feel like you're really guarded, and that could be a reason why this has not been like fully working out so far this year, is because I feel like you're scared. Like I said, you're scared to be alone. You're scared to be like left in the dust. But you really just need to like take the mask off and be who you are and be vulnerable and open up your heart. Like truly. And then you also got the Libra charm. Oh, and that's funny that I was saying open up. Sorry, I just saw this shell, and this shell, like it reminds me of like opening up. Like you've been in this shell. You've been like, her arms are crossed. She's kind of like cuddled up against that, whatever that is. And I just feel like you're coming out of your shell with this person. And then again, you also got the Libra charm. So you could be a Libra or have major Libra placements, or maybe the person in question does, and this is just a confirmation of that. But again, I really feel like you guys are just playing all kinds of games, and you need to be more open to like connecting with this person and having compassion for them and for yourself. I feel like both of you have been through a lot of things. Both of you have been really hurt, and that's why you're having a hard time not hurting each other, or like moving past and opening up and being vulnerable. And so I just really feel like now is the time. Now is the time to pick up the phone and make the call and be vulnerable and stop playing games. Open up. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this was pretty like relationship-y heavy, I feel like, as far as what you need to let go of, or like what's the vibe at the end of the year. But I do have, over the next week or so, I'm going to be putting out a few more 2023 prediction videos, so more specifically with relationships, career in general, that kind of thing. So please remember to subscribe if you want to be notified when those videos come out, and we can maybe get more into like what's coming up moving forward in the new year, rather than like what's been going on. And yeah, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. If it didn't, I love to hear feedback, and I hope to read again for you soon. Thank you.